Tarkov's what I've been doing. Tarkov's what
I was going to ask about. Yeah, all right. I'll keep my topic for later. How is before you go? I spent all day trying to fix my computer, and I fixed it. I was so excited. I got it. The recovery drive, redid the OS. Everything's working. And I'm like, oh, sweet. So I start doing what you do with a new PC. I'm putting like my graphics drivers on my some of my favorite games, Chrome, all the logins and shit. You know how that takes forever, like getting Discord on there, your various websites. So I'm working on that. I install Tarkov. I choose my character. I'm a USEC. I pick my favorite voice and my favorite face. I'm all about that. I got the Twitch streams going in the background, so I'm working on the drops. They're coming to me. And then the computer broke.
Oh,
like, motherfucker. I was so deflated. And it just, now it doesn't even seem to turn on. I bet it boots off the recovery drive again.
You got a bad CPU or something. You got something like a pin fucking bent or something. Like this thing is just what is it? Ghost in the machine over there.
I just bought a new 4080, which is making it hard for me to be like, fuck this new computer. Because I basically just bought a new one. Maybe I buy a new
CPU,
motherboard, CPU, RAM.
Just get a new CPU and throw it in that motherboard. Then it's like a $500 fix, maybe less. Like I don't know how much a CPU.
Maybe costs. I could boot off the recovery drive and start testing shit. Maybe it's the hard drive. Maybe I don't know. Do a RAM test or something. But it's really frustrating to work on because everything you try takes like 20 minutes. Like this computer takes 20 minutes to boot. So it's do you want to tell it to like the Windows does a thing where it's like, oh, should I self-diagnose? I see your last boot didn't work. And you're like, yes. To do that process is like 20 to 40 minutes. So you can
worst case scenario
hours on
it. Like if you're not going to like try to like replace it piece by piece. I did see this guy on like YouTube Shorts who's also big on TikTok, and he like diagnoses. He was working on phones, but I bet he could do PCs like a lot easier. But the people that have phones that won't boot anymore, he's looking at them through a thermal lens and finding the issues in their circuitry when he feeds voltage through various like points. And he's like, oh, and I see that this little thing right here is getting a little too hot. So we just pop it off and replace it because I'm an actual electrical. This is that shit you saw in like the movies that you thought this is what I always imagined science was. He's got a circuit board in a phone, popping shit out of it and replacing it using a thermal lens to find the issues. And he's like, sure enough, boop, and his photos are good. And like you need that kind of guy because you might have that kind of problem. There might be a motherboard thingy broken somewhere. I don't know anything about electronics. Plug and play Lego style over here.
Yeah, maybe I'll just find a PC guy and stop torturing myself with it.
Well, you know, sell one of those motorcycles if you need to.
Maybe, but I was like, one, I don't need to, but the thing is, like, would I swap my least favorite motorcycle for a gaming PC? Yeah, maybe I'd do that.
You hear that, guys? Anybody out there got a gaming PC, 48 or better? We're looking for a modern CPU, and we want to ride a 2-stroke home.
Yeah, but I was excited for Tarkov. The Streets has dropped. I haven't played it, but I've watched it.
It is so anybody who's into Streets or into Tarkov, by the way, just if you want to get the drops, I'm sure they're shitty drops, but make sure you use the Chrome extension or whatever browser extension to auto collect them for you, so you don't have to sit there and click that shit like a slave. Put that shit in 160p, minimize it, turn the volume off on that browser window, and forget it. And it'll just collect them and put them on your account.
In the Discord with the group, are you guys grinding nonstop?
I'm grinding nonstop. Yeah. Nobody has been able to. Void kept up for a while, but then he went to sleep. I played from. I got up at 5 a.m. because I fixed my sleep schedule about a week ago for the wipe. So I sat there from 5 a.m. Waiting hour after hour until the wipe dropped. And I was in before Landmark was. Like I got his stream over here, and I'm loading the game over here, and
you're temporarily ahead of him.
Temporarily, I was ahead of him, and for a while, like it seemed like I was getting better servers than he was, and like he couldn't play, and I'm like,
You know, that's
then,
part of the game. Kyle, best player in the world.
Yeah, for a while I probably
Take that screenshot.
I sort of meticulously planned everything out, mid-maxed it. I got Jaeger first. I haven't messed around in streets very much. I've played one game on the new map because I'm just doing my quests and just playing the game like the standard way, trying to progress. I played one game. It's huge. It's so huge. We made a right down a street and went around a corner, and we ran, and then we realized that 2 of our group wasn't with us because there's 5 of us. And so we all, the 3 of us that are together, like kind of find a little hidey hole behind some dumpsters. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to shoot my pistol. Let me know if you hear this. Bang. He goes, yeah, I hear it. I'll head that way. Minutes go by of me giving him bangs. And after a while I said, all right, well, here's what's happened. You got lost. Let's go, boys. Shoot anything you see. And we just had to abandon them.
This is, I imagine, how Kyle's parenting at the mall style would be.
Yeah.
Listen, son, I shot in the air 3 times. You can't fight me off that. Work your way home.
Yeah,
that was it.
You can't follow the scent to Wetzel's Pretzels. Get the hell out of here.
We walked for a long way, and sometimes when you're playing like a map, you can kind of feel that like, this is the edge. Now I've got like the edge on my right side. Now I know that I've just got to kind of look over here. That's going to be all the enemies. The right side now is a wall or a cliff, a mountain, whatever, or the ocean, whatever they do. I thought I'd done that. And then I looked to my right again, and it just keeps going. It just keeps on going. And I was like, guys, this isn't the edge of the map. Look over that wall. And they were like, we can't go there, can we? And I'm like, yeah. And we just went. And it's an enormous.
Is it way bigger than anyone thing about
before? That?
It's a couple blocks
plays in a group of 5.
No, not anymore.
You often play in a group of 5. No, not lately.
I play solo.
So Kyle used to play in a group of 5. And that's an interesting dynamic. On Factory, it only holds 5. So you're everybody. You can be assured that there will be no one on that map but AI if you enter in a group of 5. In other maps like Customs, I think it maxes at 12. If it's not 12, it's 13. So when you roll in there with a group of 5, you probably outnumber every other group. I mean, conceivably, there's one other group of 5, but you probably are the biggest group out there. In Streets, is the cap 40 people?
17.
Oh, because they advertised it like it was going to be 40. That's a big change.
They're Russians. Good people over there at Battle State Games, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Elon Musk made this game. He said there'd be a 40-person map, and now it's 17.
No, I'm loving it. I'm loving the game right now. I'm loving this patch and the changes they made. They've the
map's that big. 17's not enough.
There's so many player scavs.
What did it used to be?
Like there's 17? So many goddamn player scavs. It's a new map. They just introduced a new map. It's also very poorly optimized. I get 80, 90, 100 frames maybe, but mostly like I see Landmark dipping.
How do you
into the
manage?
60s.
Yeah, Anton dipped into the low 60s, like 60 or 62.
But I'm just not in a hurry to play it. I just want to get my my quest done. I'm level 12 now, I think. So I am I'm trying to get to the
trying to stay ahead of the curve.
I'm way ahead of the curve.
If you're level 12 and everyone else is level 7, then you probably have better gear. You probably have.
I think when I looked on Twitch, like the highest ranked person on Twitch was 17, and I was 12. So I'm not like nearly as good as they are, but I've been grinding so goddamn hard doing my tasks. I don't know how many raids I play. That's what I should look at.
Are you playing again right after this? Hopping back on the grind?
If I'm not tired, I've been making sure that I get like plenty of sleep. Between
Tarkov.
Playing. Yeah, for Tarkov.
Smitty Stone on Tarkov. Do you know Smitty Stone, the Twitch streamer?
No.
He might be better than Landmark.
I watch Deadly Slob. I watch Landmark. I watch Basili. I watch Willers, and Aqua FPS. We should get on the show. Tell Aqua FPS we want him to come on the show.
Okay. Yeah, Smitty's just incredibly good at the game, and
yeah, it's like not you, Woody. You don't have to do it.
Somebody that knows him.
Anyway, yeah, he was level 22 when I stopped watching him. He's killing it.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Rengar is definitely in the lead, though. Rengar is absurd. Really? He was first to the flea market in the world. He always is. He gets max traders in 4 days.
Put that on his tombstone. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
I know. I just said it was.
No, this is a really good wipe. That anybody that wants to get in to Tarkov and you like that sort of extreme game, they've done some interesting stuff with the weapons and ammo this time around. Previously, at level 1 traders, you had access to the SKS with PS ammo, and I think you could also get 20-round mags. And now, they've basically made it so you start at level 1 traders with real shit ammo. So for 5.56, you get HP. You don't even get 8.55 anymore. I always thought of 8.55 as dog shit. HP is the standard 5.56 round that you can buy, and for 7.62, it's also HP. HP doesn't pin PKA.
No.
shut the fuck up, you. Oh, let's talk about some hockey, eh?
I mean, I agree. Hewlett Packard's not going to hook them up with that sort of thing.
Yeah, a printer's not going to penetrate a PKA.
No, not unless you throw it really, really hard.
Oh, and they put the new lighthouse trader in, like somebody's already managed to get there, and there's a whole cut scene where you're talking with this
doesn't
guy.
Even look like Tarkov.
It doesn't. It looks pretty nifty. And they teased Arena today on the live stream. They showed Nikita was drunk, quite drunk, but he was like,
who's Nikita?
He's the guy who he's the Dana White of Battlestate games.
Perfect. Is he really like a drunk Russian, or is he playing up a?
He is a drunk Russian.
Oh, that's actually pretty endearing.
Remind me to bring up drunk Russians after this, because I watched the whole thing about drunk Russians recently. It's interesting. The background of their alcoholism. But yeah, he was like, yes, game will be Farrah this year. Farrah no longer beta. Farrah, and it's like. Really?
What is that word? 4OS?
Full release.
Thank you.
Longer beta.
Full release.
Yeah. Full release. With drunk Russian.
This year. That's bold. There's 3 more days this year.
Well, he also said that Arena would be soon. He said they almost dropped Arena today, but it wasn't ready. So that's crazy. Arena could be huge. The Twitch drops are going on. Last I looked, there was about 250,300,000 people watching live. Tomorrow it's going to be even bigger, and Saturday it'll probably peak at some crazy number. So and if you want to see people doing wild stuff on their streams, head on over to Twitch for that, right? Because I'm sure somebody's going to be trying to get some of that money, doing something, going above and beyond. They'll have toasters on their heads and be sticking their dicks into fucking tarantula pits, like whatever they can do while they game to get more viewers. It's fun.
I just look. Landmark has 75,000 concurrents, and he's 16 hours into his stream.
He's doing a 25-hour or 26-hour stream today, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to bed early last night, so he got plenty of sleep.